Cliff Barron from Remax here. Weekly update for August 2nd to the 8th, 2020 for Milton, Georgetown, and Glen Williams areas. Before I get to that, I've got another tip for you. It's to do with financing. Offers come in conditional on financing and inspection for 5 business days. That's pretty standard. When the market is kind of balanced, when the market is crazy like it is now, you'll see a lot of offers come in without home inspection, even without a finance clause as well. So what I want to tell you now is when it comes to finance clause, I've had clients say to me, but why do they put the finance clause in? They're already pre-approved, right? They don't need to do that. Well, the thing is you do, because here's a tip for you. I've had in the past where clients have come in with their 5 days, conditional on finance. They've done their due diligence. They've already checked their to be pre-approved. They've been to their bank. They've met with their bank manager. They met with their mortgage broker. They're all pre-approved. Everything's ready to go. They put the offer in, and then 3 or 4 days later, during the condition period, their bank says, "Uh-oh, you don't qualify." And they're like, "What are you talking about? I don't qualify." And it turns out they say something like, "It turns out you had a Rogers bill from 3 years ago that is showing as not paid, and it went to collections." And they're like, "What are you talking about? I paid that." And so in other words, there was an error in their credit file, and that disqualified them from being able to purchase the property. So here's the tip. What I would do if I was you, even if you have pre-approval, is go on and do an Equifax credit check on yourself. It's called a soft inquiry. It doesn't go against your credit or anything like that. It tells you if there's anything outstanding in the past, and if there is, before you go out searching for homes, you can clear that up. And then when you get your pre-approval and you go through the whole process, you should go through smooth as ice or smooth as glass. So there's a tip, and I don't think many people tell you that, but that's a good one. Check your credit. Do a full Equifax credit report. Okay, getting to the sales for Milton and Georgetown and Glen Williams for August 2nd to the 8th, 2020. In 2019, we had 43 sales, and 2020, 45 sales. So as you can see, the market is still good. It's still doing well. 22 detached homes sold for $975 on average, 6 days on the market, which is pretty quick. 17 townhouses, $721 on average, 6 days on the market again, which is pretty quick again. And 5 semis for $799, 9 days on the market on average. Sales are still brisk, and we've actually, we're going higher than last year as far as dollar amount and as far as volume of sales, which is a good thing. Condo sales as well. 6 sales in 2019 as opposed to 9 this year, and the average this year 548 for this week. This year, 14 days on the market. You take away the conditions, the status certificate condition, which is 10 business days. So you're looking at about 3 or 4 business days on the market to sell a condo in Milton for $550 on average. That's pretty darn good. Okay, and we move to Georgetown. Interesting thing with Georgetown is busier than Milton right now. We had 18 sales in 2020 last week, and the same period last year, 6. So what I'm seeing, I see a bit of a trend. People are selling in Milton because the prices are high, and they're dispersing. And a lot of people are going to Georgetown and Glen Williams, and that's bringing up the prices up there. Let's see, 17 detached home. The average was 1.089 on 11 days on the market. That's pretty high. We had some big sales in Glen Williams, which skewed the numbers up a bit, but it just shows 18 as opposed to 6 last year. That's a pretty big increase. And if you look at over last week, we had 17 last week and 9 a year ago last week. So things are still ticking up. In Milton, I can see them. They're kind of slowing a little bit, but not much. They're still pretty good. Georgetown, it's rocking. It's doing really well. Anyways, any questions, let me know. Cliff Barron from Remax here again, and send me a DM, PM. Hopefully this helps you out. Any questions, let me know, and I'll talk soon. Take care.